Numerous legends in Christianity and other Abrahamic faiths describe Lucifer as a fallen angel who was once a glorified angel in heaven. What if Lucifer wasn't even an angel? What if he was simply a regular old human like you and me? What if he was merely another species of being created bad, unrelated to the angels in heaven? In this video, we will look at another story of Lucifer that is not widespread in Christianity, Judaism, or Islam in order to gain a different perspective on the personality of Lucifer, the devil, and Satan. In the book of Isaiah, there is a section in chapter 14 where the prophet Isaiah tells the king of Babylon off. In Hebrew, the king is known as hêlēl ben Shakar, which means, shining one, son of the morning. This is also known as hêlēl ben Ar. This term refers to the planet Venus, the morning star. This is how most people perceive the Hebrew word. Hêlēl or hêlēl appears only once in the Hebrew Bible. When translated into Greek, like in the Septuagint, this word becomes O or Hesphoros, which meaning bringer of dawn in ancient Greek. The morning star is also known by this name. Hêlēl is translated as Lucifer in Latin, which is also the Latin word for the morning star. The original Hebrew term means, shining one, light-bearer, according to the Strong's Concordance, a tool for researching words in the Bible. The English translation of this Hebrew term in the King James Bible is Lucifer, which is the Latin name for the planet Venus. Even the Wycliffe Bible used this name. In this section of Isaiah's book, the name, Lucifer, or similar words are employed to refer to the brilliant morning light in several languages. In Isaiah 14 verse 12, the morning star metaphor was employed to characterize a Babylonian ruler. As a result, the Latin term for morning star, capitalized, became widely used as the original name for the devil before he fell from favor. This linked Isaiah 14 verse 12 to Luke 10, when Satan is reported to have fallen like lightning from heaven. People took this to suggest that the passage in Isaiah represented Satan's fall from heaven. Pride is considered a severe sin, particularly when it leads to self-deification. Lucifer, also known as hêlēl, became the devil's model. This belief led to the identification of Lucifer with the devil in Christianity and popular writings such as Dante Alighieri's Inferno, Joost van den Vondel's Lucifer, and John Milton's Paradise Lost. In Christian theology during the early Middle Ages, there was a clear separation between Lucifer and Satan. Lucifer, who had evolved into the devil, was considered to be imprisoned in hell. As Lucifer's servant, Satan, on the other hand, acted on his desires. According to Aquila of Sinope, the term hêlēl, which is the Hebrew name for the morning star, originates from the word yalel, which means to be sad. He saw this word as the name of an angel who is mourning the loss of his beauty. Later in the Christian Church, significant figures like as Hieronymus, who created the Vulgate translation, used this concept and named this angel Lucifer. People in Palestine, who had the same faith as Christians but before it was called Christianity, thought Lucifer was the same as a fallen angel in the 1st century. This concept linked Lucifer to the devil. A tale appears in the Gospel of Luke, a book of the Bible. Jesus claimed in this tale, "I saw Satan fall from heaven like lightning." This led church authorities to believe that Lucifer, the unhappy angel, was the same as Satan, the devil. As a result, people began to associate the name Lucifer with the image of a terrible angel who rebelled against God. This link between Lucifer and the fallen angel became well known a long time ago, and it is still well known today. Certain Christian writers have associated the name Lucifer from the book of Isaiah with the concept of a celestial entity who descended to earth, and they have associated this concept with the devil. According to Sigve K. Tonstad, the motif in the New Testament of a conflict in heaven, found in Revelation 12, in which a dragon referred to as the devil and Satan is brought down to earth, was influenced by the account in Isaiah 14 about the Babylonian monarch. Tonstad believes that the writers of the New Testament were inspired by Isaiah's verse. Origen, a thinker who lived from roughly 184 or 185 to 253 or 254 CE, believed that certain passages of the Old Testament, such as the one in Isaiah 14, talked of the devil appearing in various ways. He thought these verses described the devil's acts or presence. However, Origen was not the first to think this way. Tertullian, who lived between 160 and 225 AD, was another thinker who shared this viewpoint. Tertullian authored a book called Adversus Martianum, and in it, he referenced twice a verse from Isaiah 14 verse 14, where the words, "I will ascend above the tops of the clouds, I will make myself like the Most High," are stated. Tertullian claimed that the devil spoke these words. It's fascinating to observe how different Christian writers throughout history have linked themes from various places of the Bible. These writers appear to have related the name Lucifer from Isaiah to legends about the demon being cast down from heaven. They recognized parallels in these stories and concluded that they were all linked to the same figure, the devil. This method of thinking has left an indelible mark. Even today, many people identify the name Lucifer with the devil, and they recall these Bible passages when they consider the demon's origins and acts. As a result, ideas that began a long time ago continue to impact how people think about and discuss key religious topics. Even though Tertullian spoke the language from which the word, Lucifer, was derived, he did not use it to refer to the devil. Augustine of Hippo, who lived around the same time as the Vulgate translation, 354 to 430, did not usually refer to the devil as Lucifer. As a result, this name was not frequently associated with the devil throughout their time. Augustine of Hippo composed Civitas Dei in the 5th century, and his beliefs influenced how people in the Western world, particularly the Catholic Church, thought about demons. According to Augustine, the major cause of evil is the devil's rebellion. This was in stark contrast to popular belief, which held that Satan had fallen after the world had already been created. Augustine also disagreed with the notion that envy was the first sin. Some early Christians believed this, and it can be found in texts such as the Cave of Treasures. According to these scriptures, Satan became jealous of mankind and refused to bow to Adam, which caused him to fall. Augustine of Hippo wrote a treatise called Civitas Dei in the 5th century, and his theories became immensely influential in how people in the Western world, particularly the Catholic Church, believed about demons. The major cause of evil, according to Augustine, was the devil's rebellion. This was in stark contrast to previous beliefs that Satan had fallen after the world had already been created. Augustine also rejected the idea that envy was the first sin. Some early Christians believed this, and it can be found in works such as the Cave of Treasures. According to these scriptures, Satan became jealous of mankind and refused to bow to Adam, which is why he fell. He thinks that Lucifer's free choice produced evil in the beginning. The devil becomes God in his realm as a result of Lucifer's effort to take God's throne. In Isaiah, the king of Babel was channeling the spirit of Lucifer, the head of the devils. He came to the idea that everybody who rejects God is a Satan disguised as Lucifer. Supporters of the King James Only movement and those who feel that Isaiah 14 verse 12 refers to the devil have attacked current translations. An alternative opinion attributes Origen's identification of the Lucifer of Isaiah 14 verse 12 with the devil, and Tertullian and Augustine of Hippo's development of the tale of Lucifer as fallen through vanity, envy of God, and human jealousy. Lantern of Light, a 1409 Laud book, linked Lucifer to the fatal sin of hubris. Furthermore, Protestant theologian John Calvin contested the identification of Lucifer with Satan or the devil. The exegesis of this verse, which some have suggested as referring to Satan, has come from ignorance, he said, because the context clearly reveals that these remarks must be regarded in relation to the Babylonian monarch. Martin Luther considered it a severe error to assign this verse to the devil. Albertinus of Brescia, a Counter-Reformation thinker, ascribed each of the 7 deadly sins to a different biblical monster. He and Peter Binsfield assigned the sin of pride to Lucifer. I appreciate your viewing.